I literally fucking go back in the stream and the pizza, it's paused like this with him with his tongue on the pizza. Just a fucking frozen picture.
You know we're on again, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm just saying, fucking.
Okay, just making sure you know.
Yeah, I don't care.
I know you don't care. I just want to make sure.
This fat fuck was inhaling a pizza. He didn't even have it in his hand. He just held the plate and breathed in, and pepperoni and cheese went to the back of his throat like that Gwyn guy blowing a load just so he can get a spot on his comedy show. And of course, Dave doesn't realize we're on live in his boxers. Fuck's sake.
Why wouldn't I do that? What am I going to change now?
No, don't change, because that means something else comes off.
You know? Exactly.
Which one of you guys drives? Nick, do you drive this fucking tub of shit? Yeah.
I do drive that tub of shit.
Yeah.
He didn't want to fix the electric bike he takes to work.
No, that electric bike said, fuck me.
That's why I call him Miklo. He's white on the outside, but he's brown on the inside.
There you go.
Okay, now, so we're up to 5 genders on this podcast at this point.
And?
Yeah, so
yeah, that was fun getting kicked off again.
Whew.
And you said that we accepted the strike. What did they say? It was because of the video?
No, it was okay. It just said, do you agree that it was copyright? And you press yes. It doesn't cause any problems.
All right, good.
So it's not the racism.
No.
No, it was the fact that it was 48 seconds from a fucking movie.
Yeah.
So if I
wait. We got less than that. So a couple weeks ago with doing SNL.
Really?
Oh wow.
Like we got 3 seconds in, and they were all over it. I was like, holy Jesus.
Ironically, the people that own the thing that we just got hit with, NBC Universal.
Well, that just makes sense.
Because that was who hit us for Saturday Night Live.
So they're watching us. We just like your content. All right, Universal, be fucking happy. Be happy that we like to do the right thing on this podcast.
It's bullshit, really, because if you're reviewing it or talking about it, it's fair use, technically. But Facebook's not having any of that. You know why? Because they have an agreement with NBC and all these other companies that if videos are included, they have to pay them like 0.001 of a cent per minute, kind of like TikTok does. So they don't want to pay them any money, so they just throw you the fuck off. They don't care.
Well, I get it, but like that's it. Aren't there rules that it has to be like 6 seconds or less?
There really isn't a rule. The sampling is 6 to 10 seconds. They can catch you with if YouTube content fucking locator, whatever the fuck you call it, that shit can find you in 6 seconds.
I'm surprised, that didn't happen.
No, YouTube's okay because YouTube, the people, when you get flagged, they have a choice to let you keep the stuff, but then they get to put adverts on your video. So So if people use a lot of, like, say, Saturday Night Live, they accept everybody losing it, but then all of these videos suddenly get commercials, of which they get paid 67%. So,
I just learned something.
Yeah, YouTube, they'd rather leave the shit on and get paid.
Right.
Because the 2 people watching the YouTube is going to fucking pay them so much money.
Right. Well, it's still better than, Eventually, it would be one of those things like, oh, wow. You know what I have to do? And this is only like the 3rd time in 8 years it happened, but I want to do like a best of where we got kicked off.
Nah.
To see how many more we because that might alone be a good way to gain traction. Wait, They got kicked off for what? What happened here? Like, I want to see that one. Check out more episodes.
That's not a bad idea.
Maybe it's because I'm a whore.
What if it cut off in the middle of the Italian guy's part where he's like, yeah, fried chicken, fucking speed chucking, and then it cuts off?
Well, that just makes sense like it would happen.
I like how the first live stream that we got thrown off was episode 325, but the second part is episode 324.
Well, this is still 325. What is it showing as? I didn't even double check that.
Well, last week was 323.
Yeah, we suck.
But you put 325. You got it right on this second piece, but you got it wrong on the other one.
There we go. All right. So your friend, if she still wants to watch, could sign back in.
Who's that? Oh.
He had somebody that was watching from Pennsylvania. You said that joined the live. So
Seemed to be watching the whole.
It's
thing.
probably some investigator trying to fucking recoup the rent this fat cunt didn't pay.
no child support.
Child support.
No,
Child
no,
support. I don't care how good the
Fucking
surgery.
me, bro.
I don't give a shit how good the surgery is. The dudes he's fucking, none of them's getting pregnant.
Not true.
So Gwyn, anal fisting, giving or receiving?
Yes.
Depends. And that's what you need when he's done fisting you, Paul.
Yeah.
Would it be the first time you had to put him on?
If he anal fisted me, I wouldn't get on one block on 495 before I had to get up and take a shit behind your car.
I didn't get that full block either.
You were
Yeah, I
the
know.
one in charge of when that happened.
It's your own fault. I had to pay something towards the fucking gas money.
That's why I made you wait, because you didn't want to pay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I figured I'd make you wait an extra fucking half hour while I shit on the side of the road.
Just to name drop again, because we're gonna. Every time we go to Kumia's house, something crazy happens. The one time we nearly died on the way. We were dressed up for his Halloween party, and the guy.
Wait, you got to tell this story. This is a good one, actually.
Yeah,
Who was our designated driver because he wasn't drinking?
Yeah, so we had a designated driver. We were on, and you know the Opie and Anthony show. I'm sure you've heard of that. So, but we're going to his house on Halloween party.
No, when is that show from?
Yeah, I know, really. It's still huge on YouTube. But anyway, so we're dressed up in Halloween outfits. I'm dressed as Flo from Progressive. And Hodge is dressed as Trojan Man, but he's got no fucking underwear on, which will come into play later in the story.
Because you just came in your pants.
No, because it was like the little tunic. It was a little tunic, and I'm like, I'm just going to go all natural because I'm a gentleman. Go ahead, Paul. Sorry.
But yeah, so stupid asshole that's driving manages to get fucking pit maneuvered on the back of the car. We hit the barrier at about 80-something miles an hour. It spins. We go across the highway in front of everybody. We corkscrew in the air into a bunch of trees. Christ. I'm out cold, apparently. I didn't even realize I was. But when I got out of the car, the fucking fire department was there already. And the guy's like, hey, you guys don't fuck around, because I was dressed as Flo from Progressive. So we get to the hospital. We're bullshitting. We're comics. We're having fun with the people. The police officer shows up, shows the pictures of the car to them. All of a sudden, we're in trauma 1. Me and this guy, John, are in trauma 1. They wouldn't let Hodge in there because he had no underwear on. They made him put a fucking gown on. And I'm in there, and I go
they took away my costume and my fake sword, my fake cardboard sword, because it looked dangerous in the emergency room. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Now your penis looked dangerous.
Oh yeah. That was probably the rest of it.
Yeah.
But, so I go manic, and I'm not even shitting you, dude. I did 4.5 hours of crowd work in the fucking thing. And this one old guy was in there. There's 3 people in each. There's 3 people in each, like trauma section. This one old guy's
Trauma. Trauma they do all those good films like Toxic Avenger.
Yeah, I love them.
That's what Trauma does.
Am I the only one horrified by him putting that large pink thing in his mouth? Anyway,
by the way, Paul, I sent you the proper picture to put up.
I was enjoying it.
Of what?
From that night with the
I get it.
But yeah, so I'm fucking manic as hell, and this old guy in there is like, I can't breathe. I need oxygen, nurse. And it went on for so long. I just go to the guy, if you shut your fucking mouth, maybe you wouldn't need any more fucking oxygen.
So, Paul was still Paul, even though we're in the fucking middle of the emergency room.
That's why he's no filter, Paul.
Right.
Filter,
Oh, you said, Dave, can you send me that on Facebook or only on?
Sure, I guess. Now you're just making it harder.
Yeah, because text, I have to fuck around. I'll get rid of that picture.
Hold on.
Fuck that
Because
guy.
now you're making it difficult for me. I had to go back on here. Sent it.
What are we looking at, Gwyn?
I love that picture in the
Oh,
Passion
that's
of
the
Christ.
Jesus picture.
Yeah. That was,
Nice. I like it.
so I call that outfit the resurrection of Christ.
John Hollywood in the middle.
That's legit a Pringles can underneath my robe.
Nice. A real one or you?
Jackhammer Christ.
No, so I call that out. I call that costume the resurrection of Christ, and I just
Dave,
and
I
I
didn't
just
get that
walked
picture yet.
and I just walked around that Halloween party and walked up to people going, "He is risen."
Nice.
I mean, it would be.
Dave, I
way
never
more
got that
graphic
picture.
of you to start
I
poking
sent
people.
it to you.
Make sure you press send.
I did. I don't know why it didn't go through, but I'll try it another time. Paul's trying to ruin the show now.
I'm ruining it because you can't send a picture properly.
Yeah. You don't know what you're doing. I get it.
It's going.
Now I see something.
There you go. See?
Yep.
And because we entertained them all night, they wanted to take pictures with us afterwards. They didn't let me get changed back, though.
Oh, that's funny as hell, man.
That should be costume.
It was a good. I mean, that wasn't a good night, but we made the most of it. Because actually, that diner on 35, we wound up getting picked up by a couple other comics. They came and got us out of Staten Island. They brought us back to Jersey, and then we stopped at the diner. And then the one comic decided that the one girl that was being flirty with him that drove over, he was just going to not pay attention to her and start talking to all the waitresses at the diner instead, which kind of ruined that moment, too.
Oh.
That person also was no longer a comic, but that's a whole other story.
Yeah, you know, when you get your friend who's a girl to come pick us up, you probably shouldn't be hitting on all the waitresses while she's sitting next to you.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah. So I had condoms taped to my armband.
Like that was the problem.
Well, the problem is under that. There was nothing under that.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
just cock out. That's pretty fucking. I was gonna say it's pretty ballsy, but that's just walking into it.
Dave, I don't
Exactly.
remember even.
Yeah.
I don't think I even have that picture you sent.
You should have the other one I sent. I
No, I have it. I'm just saying. I don't think I don't know if I have a copy of that anywhere.
Well, now you do. I just sent it to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
So I figured that would just be easier to, I don't even know how I was getting that out there. I'm like, you know what the hell I mean, though, Paul. I'm not that bright. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
There it is.
The staff loved us.
Yeah, fine nursing staff. They would definitely turn on by your cock.
I didn't have a Pringle can, though. So I
I guess.
They're like, no, you take everything off. I guess you could put this on because it's going to make every. Well, no. But the best is not only did they make me change, but they didn't put me in a room. They left me in the hallway in just the gown,
Oh,
which is so much better.
oh yeah.
Yeah, because it was laying down where you could probably see everything every time people walk past, anyways.
So I was actually wait. I'm going to send that to you again.
Jesus Christ, bro.
That's fucking crazy.
I'm going to send you the other one, Paul, because why not show me naked in the hallway at the hospital?
Doesn't Hodge look like the guy that got brought back from the dead in Reanimator?
I have not watched that in a very long time.
Dude, they just put out an uncut remastered one. It's fucking great.
Did you know they redid Toxic Avenger?
Yeah, I'm not watching that shit. It's PG-13.
Is it?
Now you just ruined the fantasy.
I know.
Look, so wait, so yesterday, because before the game started, we were just like, oh, let's turn something on. And my wife was cooking. I'm like, all right, well, you cook. She hates movies altogether. Like almost every movie she hates. So I'm like, she's not here. Let's turn a movie on. So like me, my son, and my stepdaughter turned on Toxic Avenger.
Nice.
And then I forgot how many titties are in it.
So many titties.
Yeah, and I'm like, all right, maybe she's, maybe she's a little uncomfortable because she kept walking out of the room.
Speaking of titties.
Yeah, those are my titties.
Jesus.
I mean, you have a
Bro,
pretty-
why are you so smooth?
Well,
you have
I don't grow a lot of hair.
No, dude, you're like a fucking like a naked.
I get
man.
like, if you look, you can see like 3 hairs on each nipple, which is weird. But I'm like, all right. So now, like, I try to really fucking trim it when I do my manscaping. I'm like, all right, let's go. My wife wants she wants to wax me one day.
What do you mean? What's you gonna wax?
Well, no, I get a little more over here. So, like, that's from
That's
there
it, though.
down. And, well, I trim
Oh,
the rest of that. But, yeah, she's like, just let me wax you. I'm like, maybe before
Jesus,
vacation.
You have the most hairless chest I've ever seen in my life.
I get a little more now. Only because she makes sure I shave it all the time. She's like, you have like 3 hairs. You look retarded with that. What's wrong? I'm like, you're not wrong.
It's a very bold chest.
It's a very bold chest. Those pepperoni nipples really stand out without the hair.
Well, no, you got to see me with the tan. This is my winter color. So,
Why are your nipples so long?
Because I'm fucking adorable. Maybe because my wife sucks them. I don't know.
Yeah,
Could be a lot of things.
Very normal titties.
Oh,
Bro, he's got like a fucking 2-inch tit.
You ever seen my tits?
Yeah, I bet every time you get the rent
That's
paid.
not sober.
Well, I'm
That's us in the back of the ambulance.
James' face, bro.
Yo, he looks like Andy Manolo as fucking Flo.
Yeah, he does.
Yo, that's crazy. Yo, hey, what's good, Papa? Yo, I'm here with the Trojan man, Papa.
Well, I was pissed because they told us doesn't matter. We still have to take you to the hospital because the wreck was so bad that they had to pull us in. Wait, you know what picture I want you to put up, Paul?
I'm just looking through the pictures
Parked
right
by
now.
a woman. Do you
What's
need
that?
it?
Parked behind
Oh yes, I'll find that.
Do you
I
need
don't
it? I
know.
got it right here.
yeah, that's
Oh, you
just
do?
Andy Manolo.
I'm sending it right now. Hold on. Because I'm a fucking gentleman. I want to make sure.
wow.
No, but they're like, no, because so now I'm pissed. Like, we just left like 20 minutes before this, and it was early. So now they want to send us to the emergency room, which is never less than 4 hours.
Yeah.
And it's a holiday weekend, so people are getting drunk and doing stupid shit. You know the emergency room is going to be, packed.
That's a party in and of itself.
Right. I'm like, so thankfully we entertained ourselves, but I'm like, all right.
Of course, John
Why-
Hollywood smiling. Holy shit.
Bro, the hairnet.
You know why
Well, yeah,
Hollywood's
they made me-
smiling? Because he got 280 fucking grand out of this accident.
Yeah, well, that was before he knew how
Oh,
much he
wow.
was getting. But how much of that did he owe and everything? He owed like 400,000, so that he still owes.
Yeah,
money from
they're
that.
trying to get him for 70 grand now.
Right.
He looks like he's having the best night of his life. He got like a halo behind him.
He does.
He-
Yeah,
he just-
that light.
He just realized he hasn't got to work for another 5 years.
He's like, yeah, fucking A, I'm getting paid.
Exactly.
You know, he hasn't had like a real job in like 12 years.
Really?
Yeah. What's that,
12
Paul?
years. I think you're being generous.
Well, I'm trying to be. I care a little bit. Here we go. And of course, Paul.
This is
did
the meme I
editing
made
on that.
at the hospital.
That-
Jesus
That
Christ.
that was the car we were in.
Yeah.
By the way, Paul got a little fucked up. Nothing crazy. John Hollywood got a little fucked up.
Very
A
crazy.
little crazier. I had a skin knee.
And you're
I
the
was
only one
in
that
a
didn't have
cab
a
with no
fucking
seatbelt.
seatbelt on.
That's
Right.
a-
I didn't have a seatbelt. They were up front with seatbelts. I was fine.
That's a Subaru.
That attests to the
Right.
strength of
Yeah.
Trojan.
Right. Trojan man. I protected myself.
Yeah.
I think it's a terrible name for a condom company. I'm just gonna say it.
Hey, look.
Yeah, they let every. Well, no, it's the
Oh.
Trojan horse. The Trojan horse helped win the war.
Right, but what happened?
They went inside.
And let all the soldiers out.
Yeah.
That's a terrible name for a condom company.
Now the Greeks went inside.
Yeah, not the Trojans.
right, but
Yeah.
Not the Trojan
horse.
people.
Yeah, and
Yeah. Either way, the Trojans then got infiltrated.
True.
I mean, what do you
It's
do with
still
a
better
condom?
than the
Solid
lambskin.
point, Axe. I
Yeah.
never thought of that.
Yeah. Fucking Trojan's a terrible name for a condom.
I think the Greeks are more akin to
It
the
was,
sperm.
listen to me. It was named after the first black guy that promised he would pull out.
Yeah, that's my boy Trojan, man.
So, so
His name was Troy Leroy Jenkins.
his
Yes.
name was
Trojan Demetrius.
so it's Trohan.
Octavius the Third.
Trojan Demetrius.
You never notice the blacker the name, the more Greek or Roman.
My
it
name,
sounds.
my name is
Yes.
Trohan Demetrius.
My name is Trojan Demetrius Octavius Quintuplus the Third.
Oh my god, dude! I don't know anybody that buys a Magnum condoms are the biggest fucking scam.
Well, of course, they're the biggest scam.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know, man. I can fit a regular condom over my forearm, bro. My dick definitely is not that big.
The only guy I could see wearing like a Magnum and needing it is like Barry White. or something like a big motherfucker with a
Bro,
deep voice.
you gotta
like,
be hung like a fucking donkey.
Dude, those condoms are the same size. You realize that?
That's what we just said. Paul, welcome to the conversation.
Sorry, I was looking up.
Get back down to 1 point.
I was looking for a picture.
This one. Oh, I love Halloween.
Right?
Hollywood looks less enjoyable.
Yeah, he
now.
looks like he's having less of a good time right
Well,
now.
they forced us to do all that because they couldn't believe we were okay.
Yeah, he looks like he's wearing a turtle costume now.
But think about it. If you saw this one
Yeah.
and we came out of that, they're like, oh, fuck. These guys are going to die.
Bro, the entire inside of that vehicle is filled with airbag.
God
Yeah.
damn.
It's just airbag.
I'm glad you're all right.
I booked a commercial.
No, but I still have to listen to Hollywood all the time, so I don't know if I'm all right.
That sucks.
That's funny.
And I heard that was a good party, too, that we missed. They didn't believe it.
Yeah, we literally sent them pictures in the hospital and they still thought we were faking it.
I mean,
Yeah, you missed out on the party, sure. You didn't feel like driving to Long Island. I'm like, no, we were actually on the way.
yeah.
It's not like we were black and we owed somebody money and we're like, I was gonna be at the party, man, but I crashed the fucking car.
Hey, that's Louis Dumps. He owes me $20.
Yeah, exactly.
You like him?
No,
Well,
you
what
got
do you
off easy.
care?
You got off easy.
You got off easy.
Wait. Speaking of that, Paul, I was just watching the video of when they had Voss do the scene from Bronx Tale,
Yes.
and then Chaz Palminteri walked in.
With Chaz Palminteri in the studio.
Yes, I was just listening to that the other night. I was like, about a week ago, actually. I was like, this is amazing and terrible all at the same time. I was watching. I'm like, oh shit, because Rich Voss does not know how to speak, and all of a sudden he got embarrassed that he was ruining everything, and he was like, no, but you're not understanding. To Chaz Palminteri about his movie, who knows the movie inside out because he performs it solo all the time.
Right.
So
It's
he
his
knows
life
all the
story.
lines.
It's his
What's
life
that?
story.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like he knows the exact, not just the story, but he knows the exact words because he's written it and performed all of them before.
Yeah. And dude, that is one of my favorite movies.
It's a
of all
great
time.
movie.
It's one of the best.
One of my favorite movies ever.
The hell is this now?
A commercial campaign,
Oh.
meaning
National?
a national
This is funny.
string of commercials
That's a lot of money.
with Jared from Subway. And
Well, I don't want to get another strike again. So
I
I'm
don't
gonna
think you'll
keep-
get it from this. This is a fucking bullshit podcast clip.
Yeah, but I don't care. Yeah, but it's also showing late night here.
it's so much worse than you think it is. So
So you actually
we shot them. They exist. They're there.
They're there. Do you know where those have you found those commercials?
No, they never got out.
Yeah, but he said they're out there somewhere.
Yeah, the guy that directed it probably
Here,
has.
somebody has them.
but they were never broadcast?
They were never broadcast because.
Well, what did you do? What was the thing?
Oh,
What do you think happened?
I know what
Yeah.
happened because I've seen this.
Right, me too.
I don't know what happened. I mean, Tom Segura had to mix up with black names in his
Yes.
Subway commercials.
So instead of Jared, they used
Gerard?
No,
very
him
close.
and Jared. Jared had to be the healthy one, and he had to be the fucking fat
Hold
one.
on.
here's
don't
the
ruin it.
idea. They realize that they can only advertise healthy subs with Jared. And they're like, we need to be able to advertise unhealthy subs.
Which just makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, especially at that time. It was before you had to worry about it being, a pederast. It was like,
Yeah.
like, this is the healthy guy. This is the guy we want you to aspire to.
Yeah, listen, man, if they need a fat guy that doesn't touch kids, I'm right here.
Right.
Well, 50%
So
ain't
we
bad.
need to find someone that people
No convictions.
Yeah.
would believe eats like a trash can does. So the idea was that Jared would be like, you should get the turkey sub. And then I'd be like, what about the meatball sub? That's good.
Which is true. Like, who are they going to have do the meatball sub and the double dip, whatever they're having
Yeah,
that
not
time?
Jared.
No, you can't have Jared doing that because that would make him look terrible.
And you'd have
Which on its own is just fucking ridiculous at this point.
you'd have both subs being consumed.
Uh-huh. Did you have a name or anything?
Oh, yes. Here's the best part. Subway prepared me. They said, you don't understand. I mean, he's so famous at this
It was
point.
a big deal. Big deal.
I can't,
Jared
they're
for president. and
They're
stuff
like,
that.
you are going to be so well recognized because these are going to air all the time, and there's going to be new ones all the time.
Which is amazing. You want a national commercial if you ever get a chance.
Fuck yeah.
Like Subway, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Shit, I need that money.
Dude, imagine if those adverts were out there, and then when Jared got in trouble, they played the advert more times than if...
We got to find it just so we can put it out there.
I know.
You got to talk to friends of friends, you know.
Yeah, I know.
And we don't want you to be you, though. We want the campaign is that you're Jared's brother. So he's straight-laced Jared, and you're his derelict brother, Jerome. And
Jared and Jerome. Okay,
Jared
I'll buy
and
that.
Jared and Jerome, not terrible.
Nah.
I can actually picture that. Which the part that's coming up is where I'm like, really, that's the problem?
And I'm sorry, I might be going out on a limb here, but I told them, I was like, I'm sorry to be insensitive. I kind of think Jerome is a black guy's name. And look.
But a lot of Jewish people named Jerome. Like
Yeah.
Jerome Seinfeld.
Yeah.
You know.
They were like, really?
Does it strike
I don't
you as a
know.
black guy's name, John?
Jerome, I mean, it could be any guy's name.
Why you gotta ruin this part, man? Like,
I mean,
Why are you ruining it? You're ruining the bit.
black name is like Tyrone.
That's my middle name.
okay,
I know, you have a black middle name. Thank you.
thank you.
Tyrone Colbert.
Tyrone Colbert.
Thank you. No, thank you.
I'm an expert.
Yeah. Okay,
Why?
well, at the time, I didn't know him. So,
Yes. You thought Jerome
yeah,
was a black name.
I had this crazy notion that Jerome was a black guy's name. So I told...
By the way, yeah, throwing the Martin reference in there.
The Martin Lawrence
really
is
makes
hilarious.
My undergrad info systems professor was this electrical engineering prof named Tyrone Vincent, the whitest, nerdiest professor you could possibly imagine with the blackest name.
Oh, I believe it.
That's
I
Black
totally
parts in
believe
his
that.
dick.
That's
I'm thinking you went to the
cultural
wrong info class.
the advertising executives at. And they were like, really? Like him? They were like, whoa. So then they had a meeting about it. And then the first day that we shot the commercials, they said, we talked about it, and we think you're right. We think it is. So you have a...
So what do you think they changed it to?
Tiberius.
Gwyn, what do you think?
Jimmy? I don't know.
new name, and it's Jermaine.
Definitely much blacker of a name.
Oh my god, dude.
Shout out to Tom Segura.
Oh, dude.
Nah, that's a black name.
Jermaine's, yeah.
Jermaine, definitely much blacker of a name, though.
I've never heard of any Jews named Jermaine.
No. Jerome, sure.
Jerome, yeah.
I've heard Menachem. I've heard...
Lots of Jacobs.
yeah.
A lot of Jacobs, a lot of Menachem.
Yeah, Menachem.
Malcolm, Shmuley.
Shmuel, I love Shmuel.
Shmuley.
Ellie.
Ellie. That's
Well,
one
I-
of my favorite people ever.
I love him.
He's awesome. I
Ellie
love that
Davis,
kid. He's
I
out of his
love him
fucking
so
mind.
much. Dude, I didn't know it was a bit.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, I didn't
Wait,
know.
who you
My
talking
wife,
about?
my wife to this day thinks he's like there's something wrong with
Yeah.
him. He's like, what the hell's
That's
going
what
on?
he
He's like,
thought, too.
I 100% thought that was. I didn't think it was. I thought it was. I didn't know it
It's
was
part
a
of
bit.
the character he's doing. It's just
Yeah.
weird.
I
Who is
had to
that?
explain that to him.
Ellie
Ellie Davis.
doing the coach.
Oh, I thought you were talking about that Jewish kid that goes to bogeys now that has the
Yeah.
big fucking. Not Ellie, not him. The kid that has the. He looks a lot like that dude, except his hat's like round.
There's two of them.
Yes, this guy commits
that's
times
Patrick.
10.
Oh,
This guy commits way more.
really?
Yeah, I'm gonna find you a picture.
All right, now I'm good.
Because no, dude, Ellie, dude, and I told him too. I told him I didn't know it was. I didn't know it was a bit. I just thght you were retarded.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. My wife's like,
Yeah, as soon as- you know
"There's
what I'm
something wrong."
spraying?
Like, he needs to be checked.
know what I'm
tested.
spraying,
You
folks?
know what I'm spraying?
No, I'm spraying for.
The worst one is
Jeez
fucking
Louis.
Jeez,
Joe
Louis.
Mike Marks goes out there every time and goes Durf, and I'm like, what does that mean? Is there a secret black code I'm not aware of? What the fuck is that shit?
Who does that?
Nah, that's
Joe Mike Marks.
Oh,
Joe Mike Marks is better than that.
Yeah.
Come on.
But he does that sound when he goes out there.
Yeah.
I'm just like, is that from some movie? I'm just not aware
No.
of it.
It's a black thing. You wouldn't understand.
Oh, is that what it is?
That's
Okay.
retardation.
Also,
That explains it.
he's like, "Oh, you don't get that?" I'm like, "No, I get it. I just think it's stupid." The first time he did that, we were at the Cove. He's like, "Oh, he did a." I'm like, "Oh my god!" He's like, "Oh, white people don't get that." I'm like, "No, I get it. I just think it's stupid."
I think he's just making shit up. I think he's just making shit up at the white mics to fuck with you.
Right? Probably.
No, I've seen him do it at the black ones too.
Well, you know.
But you can't go to black mics and do that and be like, just some black shit. Y'all wouldn't get it. And they'd be like, nah, that's not some black shit. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
You imagine you get kicked out of the black fucking tribe because you're fucking trying to do black shit.
The black tribe.
Wait, which one? The Hebrew Israelites? Which one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my God. The
That's
black
what we gotta
Israelites.
Yeah. Oh, the white ones?
You should have a Hebrew Israelite themed birthday.
Yakubian swine eater.
Right? Yakubian swine.
I'm a Yakubian swine eater, bro.
Kissing a jackal in the mouth.
Oh my god.
To quote Patrice.
Hold on a second. Oh, never mind. I'm not doing that here. Never mind. I was going to put something on, then I realized it was somebody actually trying to dissect it. I don't have time for that shit.
Nah,
I went for the first thing.
I like the videos of them in New York where they're like, kiss my feet, devil. Kiss my feet.
What, devil?
Like, you want
quit
to kiss my feet.
You quit Rocha.
Yes. Yakub owns you. No, you know what I like saying to him? I'm a 10%er. This is your own belief, right? I'm allowed to fucking talk about your beliefs?
Yeah.
I'm talking about your beliefs. I'm a 10%er. I know better, and I want to take down everybody around me. I'm a 10%er.
10%er.
Then you want to really see him freak out? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, and then I tell him my favorite thing was like not just them, but any super religious people I like to fuck with. I'm like, you know, like I was in New Orleans for Mardi Gras. This was back in the '90s, and it's like religious people that march around trying to tell us we're all fucking heathens and we're all gonna die because we're celebrating in sin. I'm like, are you afraid to tell the rest of your flock? I went up to the fucking pastor. I'm like, are you ready to tell the rest of your flock how much of a sinner you are? He's like, what do you mean? I am the leader here, blah, blah, blah. He goes on this whole tirade. I'm like, well, how come you don't represent the Bible properly? He goes, what are you talking about? I'm like, Deuteronomy. It says don't cut the corner of your beard. You're clean shaven.
Yeah.
He's like, the New Testament. He's like, well, I believe in the New Testament. I'm like, well, if you read Revelations chapter 21, it tells you that you have to take all the books of the Bible and not take away from any of them.
Right.
And he's like, get away. This man's trying to bring us all down. You want to see a group of like 200 people walk away from me, from my drunk ass in the middle of New Orleans? Hell yeah. Fuck you for being a moron.
Fuck you for being a moron.
At least have an argument for me.
Bro.
If my drunk ass can outsmart you, you really don't know the Bible that well.
No. And I believe that stupidity should hurt.
Yes.
I believe that stupidity should hurt.
Listen,
if that's true, you should fall into that pizza box every 2 minutes. I know.
No, I'm taking away. You're stuck at one point still is what I'm saying.
Yeah. What?
So
he's trying so hard.
In what fucking world do I look like I would fit in a pizza box?
I said fall into it, not go into it literally.
I would fall into a U-Haul.
Right.
Yeah. Maybe like a pizza bucket or something.
Yeah.
So at Manchester Pride last year, there was two protesters that had like the sandwich signs, you know, and I forget what they were saying, but like one of them, like they brought Jesus's name into it, right? So I went back and I'd prepared for this. So I went back to my car. I changed out of the dress I was wearing into the Jesus costume again, right? And I followed him around with a sign that I made with red duct tape. I spelled out Matthew 15, 8 through 11, which, and I'll paraphrase here, these people, and I had a
whoa. We don't appreciate you saying these people.
Yeah, what people do you mean?
Slow down a little.
So off of the sign, right, I had these arrows that I could like point to my left or to my right. And so I was like pointing at the protesters. And it was Matthew 15, 8 through 11. These people honor me with their mouths, but their hearts are far from me. Their teachings are of man, not of God.
I like it.
And couldn't have edited it better. There's a scene change, and then 10 and 11, Jesus is now out on a hill arguing with people. and he says, "It is not what goes into a man's mouth that dishonors him, but what comes out." Which for pride is just, which for pride is just perfect.
It
right,
really, that actually, you can't beat a better biblical quote for pride.
And
Right.
Jesus' best friend was a hooker.
By the
Jesus'
way,
best friend was
time
a
out.
hooker.
I actually have one that's better, but that's also because it's one of my favorite verses. Genesis 3:10. I realized I was naked and I felt afraid and ashamed. Wait. Do you know why that's my favorite one? Like 7 years ago, I'm at church on Christmas with my son, and literally visiting priest broke that one out. He's like, "I'm going to give everybody my favorite Bible verse on Christmas." I'm like, "All right, let's hear this." And he's Genesis 3:10. I'm like, "All right, elaborate," because I don't know everything, but now I know that one by heart. I don't study it, but sometimes I'm like, I know that one. I know that one. I get people that want to get religious on me, like, "Oh yeah, Genesis 3:10."
2001. Anyone remember 2001? That was a very, very busy year for Yosef Golf. It was full. It was a year chock full of terrorist attacks.
That guy committed.
Wait,
One
this
of
was
my
in
favorite
Lakewood?
pizza places in Jerusalem.
Yeah, Bogey. No, it wasn't in
bombed
Lakewood.
that
It should have been
summer.
in Lakewood.
Oh shit.
And then, of course, there was
Wait, where did he come? Where's he from?
I mean, I think I'm going to hazard a guess, Muncie or Lakewood.
I was about to say, that's the only place that makes sense, Muncie, New York. Yeah, but outside of that, or Fairlawn.
Spring Lake.
9/11. All those women pilots.
Wait, is that Jan Michael's friend in the back, Nelson?
No, different fat fuck.
And then that winter, there was what I call a triple header. There was a 3 bombing about 5 minutes away from my yeshiva. I remember that night I heard the bombs with my own ears, not with somebody else's ears. And
Well, whose ears would you hear it with? I already hate
He's
it.
got
had
that
to
big
go over
hat
and
on.
then check it out, see what's going on.
I like the hat, but
Yeah,
that's
because
it.
my best friend was supposed to be in that neighborhood.
You gotta be
I
sweating.
was looking around, what's going on? Terrorist attack, bombings, suicide bombings. So where are the bombers? Oh, they're all over the place. A little bit here, a little bit there. Anyway, I'm Joshua, reminding you to have your kids spayed and neutered. Look at this guy. The dishes.
Okay. Done.
The dishes are done. Now.
How do you kids stay in
Wow.
That's kind of funny.
You know what that reminded me of? So I just started this job today. And
Right.
I met my one coworker. He said he's from Israel. I was like, "Oh, you're from Israel? Like, when did you come over here?" He goes, "I came over here on 9/11." I was like, automatically, I'm not even thinking about it. I was just like, "So, what does that mean? Do you fucking parachute or something?"
You knew how to land a plane.
Did not laugh at that, and
Can't
concerned me.
imagine why.
Yeah. I'm not saying he did 9/11. I'm just saying, maybe he said he was there.
He was like
All
that
I know
one
is-
Indian guy that survived the
There's-
Indian
in
plane crash.
August
One
is the time
survivor.
to stay away from them because they dress like that in the heat of
I know.
August. And some of them not fans of showers. There's like one holiday I forget in the summer. I thought it was August. I was trying to look it up, but I don't remember what it is.
Man, fuck
But
August
they don't
today.
shower that day because it's part of like using
Yeah.
stuff. I'm like, yeah, that's not a good idea.
Friday
You want
night.
to be in public,
Dude, when I was landscaping, I had
but they don't care
sites-
about joining society. So
They don't. I had sites in Muncie, New York, and dude, as soon as they see that you're not one of them, dude, we
One of them.
right,
yeah, we'd be like re-whacking on the side of the road and stuff, and they'd be throwing all, like the whole ass parts of their lunch out on the side of the road because we weren't dressed like them.
yeah.
Am I the only one that's surprised that out of these two, he's the one that does landscaping?
Yes, you're the only one.
That's what I'm saying, Paul. He is white on the outside, but brown on the inside.
Yeah,
Paul,
I know, I haven't
that
been that
reminds
close
me
to
of
him. You hold his
movie
asshole
Freak.
open?
Paul.
yeah.
Remember the movie
I've seen
Freaks? One
Yes.
of us. One of us.
One of us.
That's what they do when he's up there working, doing
Yeah.
landscaping.
Yeah, no. They see a guy with a beard and they get like optimistic,
Yeah.
and then when they realize,
Yeah, but then they realize you're a worker,
yeah, and
not the
then
boss.
right? And then yeah, and then, well, I
Wait,
was-
he doesn't own the company. How dare he?
Yeah. Well, no, because I was
Cultural appropriation.
I was a foreman, so they like kind of mistake, and then they would come up to me and they realize
Yeah.
because I don't have the accent,
They saw the tattoos.
they would see the tattoos or they would hear the things that came out of my mouth.
So were
And
you the
then
guy
you-
that just drove to Home Depot every morning and picked a bunch of people up?
Yeah, that's how I found Nick. We needed a roommate.
He drove to Home Depot,
Drove-
found the roommate.
Drove to Home Depot, said get in the truck.
Yeah, he fed me. He gave me clothes. He gave me sleeps. He gave me everything.
I gave you sleeps.
He
He gave you
sleep.
free
What do
fingers.
you mean I gave you sleeps?
You chloroformed them. That's what he said.
Nah, he just choked me.
Choke me harder, Daddy.
Well, he didn't say the fucking safe word. What do you want me to do?
Yeah.
Wait, do you have a normal safe word or like a long one?
Nah, it's
Supercalifragilistic.
not a principle. I don't like to say it.
It's fair. That's fair. You're a good man.
Yeah.
Mine's
I can
Don't hear me say it, though. I
when
need help.
when Gwyn did a comedy show with these guys, he was okay with everybody, and he's like, "Oh my god, we have to have one of those people on." Fucking Nick.
Yeah, fucking Sicilians.
I
He's
know
okay.
one
He's
longer
okay
than
with
you.
every fucking creed, color, gender, fucking identifying, fucking every white dude you've ever heard of. But then the guy from the kitchen can't be on the show.
That's fair. That's
No,
fair.
the,
People work in
so,
the kitchen.
That's funny you say that because I worked in the kitchen.
Exactly.
You are the fucking Spanish fucking white guy I've ever met in my entire
That's what
fucking
I'm
life.
saying.
Yeah, dude.
That's Miklo.
That's me.
Yeah.
I grew up working on farms and shit.
It's
Man.
a blood in, blood out reference. I don't think any of you got that.
No,
Watch that movie.
I've seen the movie. I don't remember Miklo though.
Miklo's
Fucking-
the white guy, the main white guy.
Chinese
Okay.
Chinese people that own the restaurant call him Niga. Niga. Niga.
All right, Gwen, what is your safe word?
Yes,
Safe word.
please.
What? Shut up, Paul. You're ruining the bit.
Safe word.
All right, that's easy.
It's just more.
Is your password password?
No, but
No,
but
because he has
here-
to have a 1 and an exclamation point.
Do you remember when they did that to Rich Voss? Do you remember that?
No.
Somebody called Opie and Anthony and managed to get Rich Voss to give his password out to his Twitter account on air.
Sorry, that was just another name drop by
I
Paul.
know. That drop wasn't from very high, though. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's Rich Voss.
Gwyn, your password is your social security, last 4 digits of your social security number and your mother's maiden name.
Paul, what is your safe word?
Don't deport me.
Don't deport me. No, I like the first one. You're just fucking the shit out of him. And he goes, ah!
He's like, no, I didn't make the other face. I like that one.
It's like,
I was gonna say,
That means I enjoy it.
like you're fucking.
what was
fucking
the
baby
joke?
skin.
What was the joke where the guy's safe word was your, and the guy kept saying your, but the dude's like, but you said
No,
your.
but no, but you said it with the apostrophe.
Yeah, you said it with the apostrophe and the e. You didn't say your.
That's you are. That doesn't count.
Yes.
That's not the right one.
No, but similar to Nick, I have a really long one because I want you to know
No,
I
you
mean
don't.
it. Yeah, no, anti-disestablishmentarianism is my safe word. Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
I don't think you're even pronouncing that right. I
No,
think
I
you're
am.
missing a syllable there somewhere.
No, I'm really not. Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
It's like a Welsh word.
That's why he's upset by it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Inferior people.
The Welsh.
The Welsh.
So
There are people that are so cheap they make him look like a spendthrift.
Are
talking-
the Welsh just like the UK Sicilians?
Yes. What were you saying, Gwyn? I'm sorry.
So speaking of kinky shit, I had this roommate that was an accountant, and she was asexual, right? But she liked to do kinky shit to people. She didn't have a body count, but she did have a subtotal.
I like it.
This is the world's longest village name, ironically in Wales.
Yo, that black news anchor killed it though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I seen him pronounce it.
Yeah.
He's like, I was like, what the fuck?
I couldn't even begin. Couldn't even begin to
And then
try.
somebody was like, he was off by one syllable. It's like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah,
Nobody is
that's-
ever on by every syllable.
Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
I think I said it right.
Now, is there ever a situation where you need your phone to do that because you're gagged?
Oh, not yet.
That's what a consent ball.
Why
is.
would I say my safe word if I'm doing something I like?
Because what?
If I'm enjoying a good ball gag, why would I say you need my safe word?
If he had to press his button on his phone for a safe word, the first thing you do is smash his phone.
Yeah, but I know how to fart it out. I can make my ass clap to that word.
Your ass doesn't make any noise anymore, bro. Come on.
No, not at the end of that night.
Yeah, when Dave farts, it's like this.
That's because my ass is getting old like you, Paul.
Yeah.
You and your grandkids.
Yeah.
You know how many grandkids he has?
You got grandkids? 5 grandkids?
Yeah.
Fertile.
This fucker procreated, and they procreated. That's scary.
Are they all?
Yeah. How funny is that I'm the person who had the kids, the fucking youngest. Fucking Nick should have had his kids at 14. You know how those people are.
Most trans women don't have kids.
I don't know that they don't exist.
That's also true.
Honestly, bro, it's been 18 years since I was 18. You never know.
Can someone explain to Nick that the guys he fucked in the ass at high school are not going to be pregnant? There's no chance of any fucking ancestry DNA popping up from that.
Hence, he doesn't have any fucking kids. You're not paying attention, Paul.
Nobody said that he knows of.
One time a doctor asked me if I had any allergies. I said, not that I know of. Then she asked me if I had any kids. I said, not that I know of.
That's like my go-to response every time.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Not that I know of. I don't know. Maybe.
I like making them giggle a little bit.
None have been brought to my attention.
Yeah,
Well, one has, but that's not the point.
But no, so so fun fact, the family, like the family law system in this country is like so fucked against trans people. Like it's some like crazy percentage of people identifying as trans femme, like just don't like can't see their kids. Like, this one, like my fucking ex, right? She accused me of doing stuff I never did.
Oh wow.
As they do.
Yeah.
Like
And
making an orgasm.
and my lawyer wasn't worth the shit. And I haven't seen my lawyer wasn't worth the shit. I haven't seen my kid since August of 2023.
Christ.
Wow.
And it's just so
Wow.
many,
The fucked up part is I saw him a couple weeks ago.
That's fucked up, bro.
Does she have a restraining order or anything, or you just haven't seen him?
No, she said I did something I didn't do because she wanted a restraining order for I don't know why. She was can't.
All
To
you gotta
her
do
or
is
to the child?
just show up in a dress and
Her.
say, "How could I have cock slapped her? I'm a woman."
You got a point.
I found a picture of his kid.
That's the one you don't put on full screen. What the fuck is wrong with you, Paul?
Hold
Jesus.
on, I'll get it for you.
I would have gave you a point for that one, but you had to ruin
That's
it.
not fair.
It's not fair.
That's not fair.
That's not fair.
That's
Can
not
I have some
fair.
more, sir?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
need more points, sir. One more point, sir.
Dickheads.
Eliza, come on in.
Eliza.
The rain in Spain is mainly on the plain.
Guys are faggots.
No. The rain. Fucking Eliza Doolittle.
Ah, fuck.
How'd you ruin that, Paul?
No. The format of the picture downloaded in doesn't fucking display on. I'll get it.
I wish I knew somebody that was tech savvy. Oh, wait.
I know, really.
When your tech guy forgets how to do shit.
No, it wasn't that. It was fucking the format of the picture. Stupid StreamYard doesn't support it.
He had to reformat the floppy disk. Got it.
Yes, exactly.
Last time I put my floppy disk in my computer, I got arrested.
Not me.
Oh,
You should have just not. The fact that you actually bothered to. You should have waited with dead air for that statement.
No.
Yeah, but it was at the library.
You have to let him finish the joke, Paul. You need the crowd reaction so he can finish.
So anyway,
Paul's still learning how comedy works, I think.
Yeah. There's one time Jim Norton, right?
Jim Norton's me mate.
Yo,
I'm not
that
lying.
thing walked up to me and was like, "Hey, Jim Norton's me
Bro,
mate." I'd
I
fucking
would
kill
kick
it.
that fucking thing into oblivion.
I think that guy's shorter than Richard Lee.
I would Spartan kick that fucking beast, whatever that thing is,
So
into oblivion.
I would
Okay.
Well, hold on. What are you saying, Gwyn?
So here's one for you. Serious question. You got juvenile males, juvenile females, adult males, adult females. Right?
Mother, which I know is trying to right. And it was like a little peck.
Hold on. Go ahead.
Yeah, rewind it when you're done.
Why is it that only adult males have beards?
Why?
Like, if you think about it, if it was for insulation, kids would have beards because they need insulation more than adults do, and then they'd lose the beard when they hit puberty. So the only reason they can figure why certain ethnicities have beards is sexual selection, right? So apparently there's a genetic history, right, where women, especially from certain parts of the world, just apparently love fucking dudes with beards.
My mother-in-law's got a bigger beard than you.
What's that?
My mother-in-law's got a bigger beard than you.
Yeah, but that's because she's Sicilian.
And if Gwyn married a girl, that would be his beard. I know. Yeah.
No, I divorced. Well, one of those divorced me. I'm not doing that again.
Bro, you're divorced too?
Oh yeah.
I'm divorced. I was married. Somebody fucking married me.
You know what it is? Gwyn spent more money on fucking dresses than she did, and she got pissed off.
No, Gwen just looked better in them.
Paul's not divorced, but he's hoping to be widowed one day.
Yeah, when I got married, it was to alibi. We do part.
Listen, some people get married to stay in the country.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
And it wasn't Nick, just saying.
Yeah.
I kissed my friend's grandmother, which I know is trying to right. And it was like a little peck and our lips touched. And I'd be lying.
Whose lips were thinner and drier? Have a little contest.
I would be lying if I said I wasn't turned on. I was a little turned on.
I like the taste of Geritol.
Wait.
And I couldn't do anything about it because I'm like, then they close the.
Wait, time out. Is your friend going to give us a copyright strike?
No, definitely not.
I couldn't do anything about it.
That was me
because I'm like, then they close the lid.
Well, I will say though that the silver lining on all of the ICE deportations lately is that now I can go to pro-immigrant rallies to meet women.
There you go.
No, for sure though. Nah, that's true. Pro-immigrant rallies and car meets.
Wait. They should combine them.
I mean, it basically is the same shit.
Yeah,
that's true because they're trying to run each other over. So
yeah,
there's definitely a car meet aspect to it.
And blocking traffic, so everybody got to go low and slow.
Hell yeah. Well, it's already a low rider, so there you go.
A better place to show off your hydraulics than a large crowd that's moving 2 miles per hour.
No, you pop it up and then drop it on somebody you don't like.
Yeah.
No, so like when I first moved to New Hampshire like a decade ago, I went into this one Mexican this one Mexican restaurant to check it out, and I had the hat on and this big fucking buckle too, this big ridiculous looking buckle, and there's this and the little old woman that owned the place didn't speak a word of English. She didn't know what to do. She just looks up at me and goes, "Pues, ¿dónde quieres andar?" And I said, "Pues ahí por el rincón me parece bien." and like the fact that this fucking gringo, right, speaks Spanish, she couldn't believe it.
Well, it's the Colorado in you. That'll do it.
Yeah.
You almost have no choice out west.
Right. No, you do but so then the whole rest of the meal, she kept trying to get me to come to this quinceañera that was like a week out that she was planning.
Those are my favorite. I love quinceañeras.
Just you know there's gonna be a lot of 14-year-old girls.
I'm not saying why. I'm just saying I just love quinceañeras.
Mexican 15s and American 18s.
that's fucked up. That's hilarious.
Fucking awesome.
Just saying.
Thanks, COVID. Now we have drop boxes for everything.
Yeah, Hodge, you should go in there and steal somebody's Mexican that the fucking somebody else paid for.
I already do, but only at Chipotle.
No, but I'm saying you should do it in the ice fucking box.
I don't think they're bringing food.
It's like a fucking kennel. It's like the slaughter kennel.
Well, Paul gets freaked out because I would back in the day go to Chipotle, and I would just grab my food and leave. And I used to tell a bit about it. I'm like, but I never ordered. I was going, yeah, that's mine, thank you, and I'd show my phone and walk out because those people don't give a fuck in there. Like, oh yeah. And look, it's the ultimate gambling.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get the steak, sometimes double chicken, sometimes veggie, whatever. Sometimes you crap out on the vegetarian meal, and it's all right.
I thought about doing that. It's very easy to just be a DoorDasher and just pick it up because they don't even really check you half the time.
I know one place where they check, and that kind of sucks because I actually order from there a lot.
Yeah.
But I usually get like the same 4 things, so they know if it's not mine. If I'm, and they actually leave it behind the counter so nobody's stealing shit. I'm like, right. I won't steal from this one place.
This one place.
You go to one like Perth Amboy.
Shout out to Liberty Bagel and Ford's. Perth Amboy, no, they're like, yeah, go ahead.
Perth Amboy, they're like, yeah, whatever, bro, fuck you.
You know Rooney?
Yeah.
I used to see him doing DoorDash over at Liberty Bagel.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. He's like right around the corner.
He does everything over there.
Yep.
I see that man you talk about. He's like that old In Living Color, but with the Jamaicans. You have 15 jobs, you lazy man.
Yeah. He's always working and shit.
Literally always working like shit. I'm like,
and he's like, bro, I got an idea. I'm like, is it gonna go through this time?
He has lots of ideas, at least.
He has lots of ideas.
But he's gonna have more money than all of us one day.
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And he's not gonna be better in comedy, but he's gonna have way more money than all of us.
He'll get booked by Vinny Brand, that's for sure.
Probably.
He'll have 2 minutes. He'll get booked by Vinny Brand.
I saw that video. I liked it. We're gonna do the ice thing on stage here.
Like, yeah, me and Miss Piggy were watching your video.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Look, he sounds like Kermit the Frog. I don't care.
Oh, wow. They changed that.
Because Hodge kept stealing Chipotle orders, and now you have to fucking...
Wow. That sucks. Wait, what else did you enjoy me taking for you? Come on, tell the truth.
Out of the elementary school.
No, come on. What did I used to get from there all the time?
Oh, I still have. Hold on.
I know.
You steal the hot sauce.
The whole bottle.
You're such a fucking.
At one point,
I get one of each, all 3. You get the regular, the Chipotle flavored hot sauce, and the green.
Yeah.
Every time I walk in,
I think I had 30 of these in my trunk. During the pandemic, I had 30 of these.
They're like, yeah, go grab your stuff over there. All right. They didn't tell me how much.
This is how ballsy we were when we went in there. When we couldn't find the Chipotle Tabasco, one of us would go to the counter, tell them they'd run out. They'd give us a new bottle. We'd put it in the bag right in front of them and just walk out the door.
Bro, they don't give a fuck, man.
Yeah, they don't get paid enough.
They don't get paid enough to care.
They don't give a shit.
It's not like fucking like Peter Luger's or some shit.
Right.
It's weird. It's weird you say that because in my town, you know they put out every month, they put a police blotter out that tells you all the crazy shit that happened in your town. 80% of the police blotter in my town is people stealing $28 at Walmart and not scanning it. I'm like, why do you give a fuck? 20.
Who fucking cares?
Wait, Paul. And I need you to look this up in a minute, but I'm going to talk about it. Memphis, they do a weekly blotter, but they put pictures in there.
Ooh.
It is hysterical. Last time it was a long time ago. I was in Memphis, and I'm down there. It's fucking like, the Piggly Wiggly had a copy of the local police blotter, which was a free thing. I'm like, all right, I got to see this thing because it was the size of like a small newspaper. I'm like, oh fuck, let's check this out. I'm like,
hell yeah.
I'm like, what else is in this magazine? I'm like, oh no, it's just a newspaper full of people getting arrested in town.
How big is Memphis, though? Is it that big that it would have that much crazy shit going on?
It has that much crime, yes.
There was a time when as a teenager, I used to look at the local police blotter to see how many of my friends got arrested.
Oh, dude, I read that. True story, right? I like Drudge Report. You guys ever go on Drudge Report?
Not since '96.
It's still going. Anyway, so I go on Drudge Report and I read like wacky stories. And I find this one story saying that a car dealer hired some dudes to go to fucking Nashville and kill a girl who he was fucking and her boyfriend who was trying to blackmail him. And as I go through the thing, I see a name, and I'm like, that's my nephew's name. And then I see the state, and I'm like, oh, getting closer. And then I see his town. My nephew was one of 2 guys that was murder for hire to fucking kill these people. And it was an ABC 2-hour special, like about 3 months ago.
Wow. No shit.
So since then, I have Google alerts on every member of my wife's family.
That's fucking hysterical.
Well, you should. But the ones that claim they have something to talk about don't have anything. Because one of his wife's cousin's husbands thinks he's a mobster. He's like one of those times, like, oh, you don't know who my family is.
I fucking hate that, bro.
Yeah, especially because he
hate that.
may or may not be related to some of them, but he is not that specific family.
No.
Same last name. I'll give you that.
Yeah, but none of them. Anybody that's really in it, bro.
They're not bragging like that.
Never talk like that.
Don't talk about it.
Never talk like that.
That's one of the first.
Exactly.
That's
it's like Fight Club.
Yeah, that's the cousin that fucking they shake your hand for smacking the shit out of.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's the white dude that marries a fucking Asian just so he can take her name because she invented Facebook or something.
Like,
I want you to put that one up. Beanie didn't look for the other thing yet.
Oh, sorry. I was downloading 400 other things.
That also makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Memphis, if you go online, there's according to the local TV station, Channel 3 CBS, there's the Memphis murder map that's online.
Imagine you live in a city
where there's a map of all the murders.
There's a murder map.
Just a couple.
This is 2025.
You think that's crazy? But you think that's crazy? Just go on the Ring app for your town.
Oh yeah, every
There's a neighborhood Ring app. Everything that's crazy that goes on in your town is on that shit.
Really?
Yeah, if somebody farts, there's like 30 fucking threads on there about fucking. No, there was a farting noise.
Oh wow.
Let's check out Long Branch.
Yeah, let's see what's in Long Branch. There's got to be something going on in Long Branch.
Dave, only you can share a screen, by the way. I can only just take one image of this.
All right, well, how do I do that? Yeah, never mind. I already clicked off.
Right where you can put out an image.
Yeah, I already clicked off of it because I sent it to you. So we'll just leave it at that.
All right, I'm just gonna share that one picture when this thing fucking comes up.
All right, because that helps.
Well, you get the impression of what you're talking
right.
about. What the fuck? Oh, shit.
There we go. The Memphis murder map for 2025.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
They're having a slow year.
It's just a couple.
It's just 2025.
Murders. What murders?
What murders?
He's the best guy around.
It's like a moderate herpes outbreak.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Shit, I just saw the time. That delay threw
Yeah, I know.
me
I was
off.
looking at that.
You should have fucking said something. You know what it is? I'm looking at we're only an hour in. Then I forgot we had a break. We were an hour in on the other fucking on the first part. All right. Gwyn, I'm not sure if you want to join us for this part. It's up to you. We do what we call our clip of the week from efuck.com.
You should.
You should.
We're not able to share on the screen for the obvious reasons.
Yeah.
However, you could play it home later or
if the Renaissance folks are telling me I should, I'll check it out.
Yeah.
There you go.
I think Gwyn should pick the video.
All right.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Are you able to go on the web while you're on the show?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I should be able to. Let me.
Yeah, so pull up efuck.com.
Yeah, efukt.com.
I got a lot of new ones. Just saying.
Okay, incognito window. EFUKT.com.
Yes.
Okay. And then
Some of
what's
them are
this?
not as good as they sound when you look at them. That's the worst part.
No. And we
48 inches of destruction sounds good.
Last week,
yeah.
we did number 2 there. Depraved Humans number 13. We're kind of we've kind of went a little far in this one. Is all I'm saying.
I feel like I've seen the sperm racing.
Yeah.
To watch a predator.
I guess 40. I mean, yeah. 48 inches of destruction caught my eye.
Yeah.
Where's Come Haters?
Yeah, I guess we got to go with that one.
18
All
inches
right.
of destruction. All right, let's watch it together.
Yep.
Like a family.
Yes.
What?
Inside the anus of Western Europe.
You're supposed to be translating, Nick.
Gwyn is the translator, okay?
Okay, so
The sex goblin.
Gwyn's on page 11 already.
okay, well, no, that freaking I've got like one
Spanish
step
fuck
left in the
leprechaun.
ad.
That's why I'm fucking making a sign for your door that says the Spanish fuck leprechaun.
What the hell is that?
That kid will spend money on a sign for your door, but not paying you rent. What is that about?
Naked midget carrying a Chewbacca mask for the girl. Oh my God. That's for you, Paul.
That's fucking hilarious.
God face fuck the queen.
Yeah.
She's dead, though. So it's a bit easier.
That's what makes it hotter.
I know.
What the fuck?
Katrina Moreno. I don't see a Katrina.
Are we just going to read this and that's the whole show?
I don't know. They're not showing anything yet. Speaking of Carlo, how'd he get on this video?
Look at the tits, bro. Jesus Christ.
I love how they're playing a video, but none of us know which one it is.
Who?
You.
I'm not getting in there.
What do you mean?
Me and Gwyn have no idea what video you're playing.
We're playing the first one that we just said.
Oh, I never heard. Gwyn, did you hear him say which one they were doing?
He picked it.
48
inches of destruction.
All right.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Now Paul decides to get on board. That's why you have no fucking good ones today.
Oh,
Bro, look at the tits.
But you got to give her cock to mouth
This is
to
why
wake
you
her
don't
up.
trust the Spaniards. I've always said this.
what the fuck is this website?
Why is he wearing her bathing suit?
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, qué linda. Yeah,
Well, he's trying to hide his boobs. The camera.
Is that Gwyn right after he
She's
finishes
supposed
his
to be
surgery?
good, but she's sucking the wrong ones.
Yeah.
Gwyn, that dude in the tobacco, that chick in the tobacco outfit looks like what you would look like when you have the rest of your hair removed and shit.
Why is the random black?
That does look like
Yeah,
Axe.
she's loaded.
By the way, in the bandana.
That literally,
That's my ass, bro. My dick's bigger than his.
that was literally just some black guy who wanted to see what was going on.
Yeah, why wouldn't he?
Yo, he didn't even get to fuck her?
Well, he's done. Why would he?
Hey, they're resuscitating her with a cock. They did it.
5 videos and I've come 4 times.
He said, what the fuck is happening?
See, Spaniards are filthy people.
And this is what happens when you vacation in Ibiza.
I like how Nick's racist against the real Spanish people.
Yeah, the Spanish. Fuck them.
Yeah, the colonizers.
They're
The ones that
racist
invented the
like
language.
All right, now it looks like me.
Yeah, now
Now it looks like
now
me.
Axe is doing cocaine in
Now
a
it
dress.
looks like me.
I wish England would take over Spain again.
Are you watching the one with the sticker things on his fingers?
What the?
Yeah, with the vacuum cleaner. Yes.
That looks like a girl.
Wild
It was
work.
and now a
Wild
dude.
work, bro.
By the way, I'm playing Break. They're playing Break Shit by Josiah. I had to Shazam the song.
Why? What is?
He has like a bird cage on his head. Or had.
What the fuck is happening?
Wait, did he just put Nair on his body?
I
Yeah,
don't know what he put on it.
yeah, that guy got the same chest as you, Dave.
He's doing puppets with his fingers. He's having a finger puppet conversation while the girl's getting railed next to him.
Yeah.
She's cute. She's hot too.
Yeah.
He's gonna make his finger puppets fuck.
If it wasn't for him, this would be good porn.
I don't know. She's just like, oh, now she's smiling.
He's just jerking off with the grain.
Oh,
What the fuck?
He put the puppet on his penis.
Look at him.
He's got like no testicles either.
Out of their skulls.
In the next bit, there's Richard Lee dressed in a Yoda outfit.
His dick sucked.
Yeah, there he goes. He's getting a little from the pigtail girl.
That looks like a stripper at Betty's.
It really does. A couple of them, really.
The one that I know.
Why is Yoda there? Oh, that because they had Chewbacca earlier.
Dude, that's Richard Lee.
Oh no, that's just like a small Guatemalan woman or something in a Yoda outfit.
That's half.
I don't know because we haven't seen her get naked.
Yo, he tucked his shit.
I think the fat guy is gonna fuck Yoda.
I hope so. Is he gonna use the Force? Oh damn.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Dave's son's back.
For $100, name one character in this video that Gwyn wouldn't fuck.
He didn't fuck Yoda. Yet.
How do you know that?
Yet.
Is he shooting her in the pussy?
Yep.
I'm guessing they don't have E-fuck.
Imagine this poor girl fucking like she's sitting there and she's like, all right, I get to fuck this guy, but also I gotta suck this fat fuck's cock.
The way that Gwyn's looking at this, I think they don't have any kind of E-fuck type sites in New Hampshire.
It's a World Wide Web.
Look at him. He's sitting there like this. Hey, what's up, guys? Like the beginning of a masturbation porno. Gwyn, your stepsister's going to walk in on you in a minute when you start jerking off. So
what is that, fucking cat food?
No, granola. They're up by New Hampshire. All right, Act 4. Let's see what they got for us. Oh, now he's a wrestler. He's going to carry her around.
Pro wrestling shit.
No. He has her over his shoulders, and he's guiding her back and forth.
That's the homie.
That's the homie right there, bro.
And Axe is just concentrating now while he holds this young lady and spanks his own ass. Act 5, she's a little more swarthy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, she's
bathing in it.
Yeah, that's not even square.
That's
She's just pissing on him.
She's pissing on him. He's going, how disgusting. He's getting pissed off.
Comelouder.com, by the way, if you want to find this specific video in its entirety, I guess.
Is that short guy in every single video for this people?
Queen Elizabeth.
Always had a thing for fucking Lizzie.
I love Elton John.
That guy's got a hog, bro.
Yeah.
Right? And his friend's not bad either.
It's because the Spaniards got black blood too.
Yeah, you know, the Moors.
Yeah. But the Spaniards really don't like it.
The Spaniards really had the Moors there, though. That's why.
Yeah, they
That's
really.
why there's a goldfish called a black Moor.
Yeah, well.
Oh, he's cleaning her up like a good boy.
Like the fucking dog that he is. The Spanish dog that he is.
Puta!
You fucking whore.
Porto corpsing. All right, wait a minute.
What the fuck is this guy's problem?
Oh, yes, I love the Iron Sheik. Rob Deerdeck.
What the fuck is that?
Do you remember when he peed himself on O&A?
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's like a village retard. They just put in a porn.
Dave, you remember when he took a piss in his pants on O&A that wouldn't let him go to the
Yes,
bathroom?
I already said yes. You don't have to keep name dropping because you want to keep getting it out.
Replying to that.
I said yes.
Oh, shit.
What the fuck is happening?
What the hell?
This is fucking hilarious.
He's hulking up.
He just tit slapped him. He slapped the guy's tit. Oh, God.
What's hanging from his tit? He's got something hanging from his tit. He's fucking.
Oh, I know. I think that's the Queen Elizabeth mask.
That's Lizzie. That's what
I
it
think
feels like to
Gwyn
fuck
came and now he's sleeping.
He's just enjoying the view. Leave him be, Paul.
The other guy is just having regular sex.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other guy's having the time of his life, but
And that guy's like fucking Shrek on meth.
yes. So that's why we're not able to stream that on the view. So everybody can view.
Yeah.
Go home and check it out yourselves. 48 inches of destruction. Most of that, 45 of it was on the one guy.
Yeah.
And 3 was on his little friend.
On his little friend. Unless you're going by like fucking waist size.
Right. And he's a much bigger fella if you go by waist.
Yeah.
Little axe. And you were saying you had no kids out there.
Fuck!
Fucking Portuguese.
I'm more upset that he's Spanish.
Yeah.
Well, you're upset that she lied to you about being Spanish.
Yeah, dude, I could have fucking dealt with a little black son, bro, but Jesus Christ.
Iberians are a bunch of mutants. They need to be eradicated.
Nice. What about those other weird ones in Spain?
Which ones?
The ones in the northern part there.
Oh,
the
Basques.
Yeah. Those
they-
freaking psychos.
They hate the other ones. So
They hate all of them.
Yeah, I'm with them.
They hate everybody.
They do hate everybody.
Yeah. As long as they stay there and they don't fucking go anywhere else, I'm fine.
Separate, but equal.
Yeah, just but the standard Iberian needs to go.
The standard Iberian.
There's no place
That's fair.
for them out in America.
No, what about the proper Castilian pronunciations?
So my ex-wife was Castilian.
Yeah, well.
I went to one of those as a kid.
Keywords X.
My parents took me to one of them at the country club at Castilian.
I was
I
working.
think that might be cotillion.
Same thing.
I was working in Greece on this project where the engineers were these young Spaniards and 2 of them were women.
Yeah, you were working in Greece.
Yeah,
I was.
No, I meant in the Greece.
Oh
Go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah.
Not
And,
Santorini. Go ahead.
And no, it's one of them tells me after a while, I was like, "Oh my God, you have such a beautiful accent, but you're speaking such an ugly language." Because in Colorado, I didn't learn Castilian, I learned Mexican.
That's fair.
Yeah.
And I was able to pick up her accent, but I wasn't able to speak Castilian. So she didn't want anything to do with me.
I hate it when that happens.
Right?
Yeah.
Like when women yell at Paul, "I'd fuck you, but I don't know what the hell you're saying." Listen, if I just ride your face, will you shut up already? And Paul's on board every time.
Fine with that.
Annoy him till they sit on your face. That's a good tactic.
Listen, he'll shut up if you sit on his face. I'm going to start saying that at shows from now on. Anytime I host from now on, I'm going to do that.
We know what's going to happen, Dave. Now you said that, you're hosting every time until I get a chick to sit on my face.
That's not happening. I just won't go. I won't show up then.
It's gonna be a long string of fucking hosting.
No, it's not. I just won't do it. I'll show up late so somebody else has to host. All right, we're gonna wrap this up. But Gwyn, the mighty Gwyn, what do you got to plug coming up? Any social media? Any gigs?
Some dude's ass.
Shut up, Paul.
We got I'm not going to be there, but we got the mid-season Bards on the Rocks at Hopknot in Manchester on Wednesday.
It's always good to plug shit you're not going to be at.
Shut up, Paul. All right, what's going on at that one?
Just usual Bards on the Rock Renaissance shenanigans.
All right, cool.
Is that like some? Is it like characters?
Shut up, Paul.
I'll ask a question.
You got any social media you want to plug?
No.
All right.
I'm not sources yet. I'm just doing shows. So.
I hear you. All right, Paul. Wait, hold on. Ash, you got anything coming up?
I got nothing coming up, man.
Anything social you want to plug?
Nah, I mean, just my TikTok is Axe for Laughs.
There you go.
Why don't you give it your GoFundMe, you lazy cunt?
I have a job.
Why don't you stop screaming? You'll be able to breathe, you cunt.
Just because I act Spanish doesn't mean.
That's why you know he doesn't need the money.
I live by the Home Depot. I don't hang out in the parking lot.
You got
Nick.
check energy.
Nick, next time you get invited to do the podcast, just tell Fatty here that you're going out to get a salad and just come to the thing without it.
Yeah, you're right. I'm back.
Nick, what you got coming up?
So I got this Thursday, the 26th. I'm hosting in Jersey City for the Laugh Supply. They're doing a show out in Brightside Tavern.
All right, nice.
And you can get tickets online, or honestly, if you just fucking show up and you're a comedian, we might be able to squeeze you in for a guest spot, Paul. I know you're always looking.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're doing a show in Forked
Right,
River
that's because I was going to talk to you guys about that.
All right.
and that's my birthday show.
This Thursday, we're doing Paul's birthday show, and at the end, we're going to do a roast of Paul for his birthday.
Oh, fuck. Where is this?
Down at the waterfront in Forked River, New Jersey.
Oh, that's the opposite direction of where I'm going to
Yes,
be.
it is.
I know.
But happy birthday.
Thank you, bro.
How old are you going to be?
54.
Jesus, how you're freaking old.
You're
I'm
going
not
to be
going to be that
54
old
in like
anytime
3
soon.
months.
I won't be that old anytime soon. It's like the start of the summer. My birthday's in the fall.
I could never.
I'll be 54 in the fall. My birthday's no time soon.
I'll be 38 in the fall.
You're just fucking old.
Dude.
Yeah.
And your kid's in porn.
He's doing better than me.
It's even worse.
That's fair.
Credit where it's due.
So he takes after his mother with the OnlyFans shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nick's only your friend because he wanted someone that makes him look better at comedy.
Yeah, but Max is only his friend because he needs the ride, so it evens out.
Yeah, it works out.
It's the ultimate win-win.
It's called a symbiotic relationship, Paul.
It's a Sibian relationship, really. At the end of the night, you both get to ride the Sibian.
Nick, this guy's your friend because he needs a ride, but he only needs rides to shit you do.
So
yeah, what else you got going on?
It's true.
Clearly nothing.
What's up, Gwyn? What were you saying?
I was so last night I was on my Faplet. You know, it's just the tablet I only use for the Pornhub.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I typed in Sibian, but it autocorrected to Syrian.
All right, I like it.
Still a good search.
Well, I just went with it because, you know, either way, this girl's about to get her whole world rocked by some overpriced American hardware.
Hell yeah.
Did you guys see the Bin Laden porno, right?
No.
I want to see it.
Yeah.
There's a Bin Laden parody porno that somebody made.
Yeah.
Where they're
parody.
Yeah, they said it's a parody, but the sets are very good for a porn. You know?
Wait, they didn't do it in the cave? I don't believe it. Then.
No, it was a cave. It just was.
The cave was CGI?
Yeah, definitely not.
All right, Paul, describe a little more for the show. Go ahead. Now that you cut everybody off the start, you're like, my birthday show!
Oh, okay. So on Thursday at the Laughter Lounge Comedy Club, we're in the waterfront, Forked River, New Jersey, Lacey Township, 8:30 p.m. There's a bunch of comics and John Hollywood performing.
Wait, he's going to drive, so you never know if the
he
show's
just
up.
called me, so I'm thinking he's going to cancel. And then the next day, Bloomfield, June 27th, we're at the Town Pub Comedy in Bloomfield, New Jersey, and that's about it for now.
Yeah, those are my shows as well. I will say goodnight. We're going to be off for basically most of July. We're not going to have another show until the last Monday of July. So
we're off next week,
away, and I got shit going on. So we did a little summer vacation for the show. Gwen, got to have you back on another time. Great having you on. I'm sorry Paul just yelled over you the whole time.
I'll leave you guys with this. How many transgender people does it take to change a light bulb?
If they're 6'5", only you.
If they're all women, they just tell the guy.
Doesn't matter. There's not going to be electricity in the camps.
Yeah.
All right. Thank
Isn't
you,
that
sir.
what the Jews said?
What?
There's no electric in the camps.
That's where you're at 0 again, Paul. On that note, good night, everybody.
Good night, guys.
Night.